Okay. We got a new moon these next couple days. So, I did some readings for an event today. I did some own personal readings, and shit is fire. Hope I can say that word on YouTube, but whatever. It's intense. It's intense. I got a lot of fire, a lot of release, and I feel like it's just important to see what we need to see so that we can navigate swiftly and clearly. What do we got here? What do we need, Spirit? Well, we love a good victory. 6 of Wands, feeling accomplished, feeling proud of ourselves. We love. What are we being victorious over, Spirit? What are we being victorious over? Ooh, spicy. Ooh. All right. We're being victorious over our hearts. The Queen of Cups also came up in my TikTok reading, actually. We're being really focused on our heart care, on our emotional nourishment, especially with this Ace of Cups. It's like we feel proud of how we're navigating the worlds of our hearts. You know, we've been in this retrograde now for a little while with Venus. Huge reflections on relationships, on emotions, on what went wrong, what doesn't work, what we need, feeling more honest with those needs, especially with emotional nourishment. And I see this Chariot card, another indicator of like positive direction forward. Again, with this Queen of Cups, I really like to mention, so cups are water energy. They're all about the heart and our emotions. And this is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it, right? So to me, she's learning and has learned the art of protecting her heart without closing it completely, right? She's learned this level of who to give it to and who to keep for herself, or what to keep for herself, right? You don't just go around giving your heart to anyone and everyone. There's an element of allowing your heart to feel open to anyone and everyone, and also the discernment of whom to actually share your heart with, and that depth of vulnerability, and who not to, right? Because the universe really wants to give you everything. This Ace of Cups is like, yes, please, and thank you. You know, it's filling the cup up of our heart, and trusting that new emotional beginnings can happen at any given time, right? So don't hold on too tight, right? This Four of Pentacles is sometimes a little restrictive, a little nervous, right? It does work with this element of trust that if we let go of what we have, will there be any more? Which can feel scary, right? Sometimes we hold on to the stories of what we've had to do, or how we've defended ourselves or protected ourselves, or just how hard we've had to work to achieve where we're at, and feeling scared that if we loosen up, it's gonna fall apart. And like all of our other cards are all about, you know, feeling confident in oneself with one's emotions, divine timing with like coming forward with a new beginning, the universe really wanting to fill up our cup, and feeling victorious and proud. So, you know, like, can you loosen up a little bit? Just like a little bit. Let me get one more card on this guy. What's this Four of Pentacles doing, Spirit? Great. Clearly we needed to focus on that. Yeah, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So, yeah, this Four of Pentacles is related to grief and sorrow. You know, it happens. It happens more often than we like to admit. And that's something that really blocks our receptivity, is holding on to that grief and sorrow and not turning around and realizing that we still have 2 more cups left. There's always more hope. There's always more that the universe wants to give. And we can't receive it if we're focused on what's been lost, right? It's healthy to grieve. It's actually vital for our emotional center to grieve and to release emotion. You know, grief is a really beautiful reminder of how important something was, and just because it's lost, whether it's, you know, by your own choice or not, allowing that grief, give it a moment, even write a letter to your heart, you know, saying I'm sorry, or giving yourself the closure that you need. I write letters to myself all the time. Yeah, because there's more work to be done. Yeah, we need that energy freed up so that we can continue nourishing our own wealth, our own future, right? The Seven of Pentacles speaks to, you know, trusting that just because we're only harvesting a little bit at a time doesn't mean that there isn't so much more to receive. Same with this Five of Cups, right? Like, just because there's been things that have been lost doesn't mean that there isn't more emotional nourishment and joy to be coming in. And with this High Priestess, it's trust that there is so much that we cannot see and that we can feel deep in ourselves, our intuition, our knowing, that there is more for us. It's wanting to come in. We've accomplished a lot. And can we give ourselves permission to receive more than we could have ever dreamed? And can we relax around our heart, trusting that we know when it's safe to have our heart open, and we can recognize when we can close it and deny access while not shutting our heart off, right? Because we're not meant to be uptight and holding on to everything, right? Because the sun is here reminding us that joy is ours, right? And we deserve this element of play. That's come up a lot in the last week, right? So when you're feeling heavy, when you're feeling tight, when you're feeling nervous and constricted and like lost, give it a moment, acknowledge it, recognize it. You can write a letter to it. You can express it however feels healthy to you. And then choose something to do that allows you to feel playful, allows you to get a little silly, yeah? Revitalizes the energy so that you can keep going on to the dreams that your heart desires, because it's yours on the other side. So, happy new moon and enjoy.